Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is February the 11th. So that brings us to Vlogentines 11. We are having a really cold day for us here. It's been below freezing all day and we've had ice on the roads and crazy driving. I think for the first time in 30 some odd years, James's work said work from home, don't come in. I don't think that's ever happened before. So he's here. I just ran him into the bedroom. But up in Fort Worth, they had a terrible accident this morning, like 50 cars involved and some fatalities. It was awful. I still haven't seen what the final outcome was. When they cut away from the news this morning, it was still all like a tangled up mess. So it was really bad. Down here, the roads, I mean, they put out sand or, salt or whatever, but we just don't have the road crews. We don't have anything to clear the roads because we have it so rarely. And so once it starts going downhill, it's bad. So we've been here all day. Mike and I were gonna go get mani-pedis today, and that didn't happen because we're not gonna be a part of the problem. So we have just stayed in the house and holed up in here. It was too cold to even take the trash down to the end of the drive. James said, do I need to take the trash down the drive? I was like, no. It's like half a sack of trash. Forget about it. I'll take it out next week when it's not 30 degrees and the wind blowing like crazy. So, I don't know. I know some of y'all are even having y'all have this much snow, things like that, which is horrible, but the cold weather is not my bag. Y'all know. I've talked about that before. But I did get to thinking that I was missing a Valentine stitch. And I did not know what had happened to it. And it was, I'd stitched it for good old girl back in, I gave it to her Christmas of 1993, I think. And I gave one to Mama and one to good old girl and one to James Williams' mama and one to my mama. And one to Annie. And I got to thinking you should have that, but I haven't seen it since I moved. So I went into panic mode and got to looking for it. And finally found it. It was, I'd wrapped it and put it in with a box of photos, like framed photos that I haven't got back out. At the other house, I had a lot more shelving and things like that. We had the walls and stuff. And so here I don't have as many, so I haven't got them out. And so it had got wrapped and put in there. So it ended up not being missing, but it's from a leisure arts magazine, I guess from 93, from 92, 93. But I did find it. It's super dingy. It hung in her house with the Dearborn heaters and everything. And I should take it out and probably try to clean it and reframe it, but I don't know. I'm a bit reluctant, but it just says love, and it has full cross and half cross and back stitch, and I think French knots. I don't think it has any other specialty stitches beyond that. I always loved the purples and the blues in it. But she had it out. Oh my gosh, I haven't even got the whole thing in there, dang. There we go. But she had it out and kept it out always. I'll see if I can pull it here and so you can see closer to some of the letters. But I love stitching it for her. I love that she displayed it. This is before I started putting my initials and the date on there though. So I don't like that. So I need to write it on the back of the frame at least. But the French knots, you know, I like my French knots and everything, but it does have all the half stitches and the back stitch and things. So if you're ever wondering if they're worth it, they really are. If you're doing a piece like this where the roses look real delicate and everything, it really can make all the difference in the world. But it was just funny, I had not thought about it. And then I woke up the other morning like, oh my gosh, where is that? What have you done with that? And I could not, for the life of me, think what in the world, because I don't have any like cross-stitch finished pieces that I know of still in the box. So I was like, oh my gosh, what have you done? Have you lost it? Which would have been horrific. I would have been super sad if I had lost that, but I didn't. I found it. Like I said, it's super, it was on a piece of white Aida, and it is, well, I don't know if we can get that to show how much difference that is. Yeah. Look how much difference that is from those propane or whatever, those kind of Dearborn heaters, whatever they burn. Changing the color of the Aida over all the years it hung in her house before it came back to me. So I don't think that will ever wash out at all, but I could probably just clean it up a little bit. And I just framed it in a frame, even though it's not fitted to the words, but I just had to buy an open frame at, I think Michael's probably. We probably bought it at Michael's, and James Williams framed it for me. Cut the board and framed it. I pushed it in there for me, so. But I was glad I found it. That did ease my mind some. The girls didn't go to school today, so Kim James did not get to finish out doing her Star Student because they've already canceled for today and tomorrow. So they both won't have their little Valentine parties. I don't know if they'll reschedule them for next week or not. And it was gonna be her birthday party because Kimmy's birthday is the 12th. So it was gonna be her Valentine birthday Star Student all in one big shebang. And she's not getting to do it, so that makes me sad. So I may see if Saturday, if she wants to come over, if Mike and them don't have plans, and do something on the video to try to make up for not getting to have her. I mean, it was gonna be a sad, I was talking with some friends about it last night, it was gonna be a sad little measly, just a few family get together anyway, with the corona around, and then the bad weather goes and cancels that. And my other friend's daughter's got a birthday coming up, and she said, yeah, but I bought the big gaudy giant unicorn cake anyway. So she said, we'll be probably doing porch drop off of unicorn cake slices at everybody's house. Man, I'm telling you what, y'all, this is something. This is something. Everybody's just, we're trying to adjust and all, but it stinks. It really stinks. And you hate to even complain because you're warm and you're fed and, you know, nobody's sick at your house. So you hate to be the one griping, but it still stinks. Like, it still stinks. Even if you're not in dire straits, it still stinks. It just stinks 1,000 times worse for some people than others. Ugh. Anyways. So we'll see what we do, because we're gonna have her birthday party this weekend. So that's X and A on the birthday party. I did come across, I've got a few more patterns for us to look at. This one, I don't know which floss tube it'll be in, but I do show this one finished. I stitched this and changed it up. I stitched it for sister and changed it up and added another little girl in there. So it had 3 girls like hers. It is a Little House Needleworks, and it's called Blessed is the Life. And it's blessed is the life that finds joy in the journey. And I made it into a long little pillow and then put little tassels on each of the 4 corners. but it is so, so cute when it's stitched. It is a beautiful stitch, and the willow tree in the center and the little birds, it just really is super, super cute. And like I said, it was super easy to add an additional little girl in there. And you could easily change it to little boys if you wanted to customize it for somebody. And that's what I did for her. And I saw it and thought I would show it. I have it in here because I thought I would stitch it for myself. And it ain't happened yet. But it is a fabulous, it's a fabulous design. I really do. I love stitching it. I loved giving it to her. It's a nice, nice pattern. So if you want something nice to give somebody, that is a nice one. That is a nice one to do there. Let's see what else we've got in here. And then of course, next Tuesday, if my brain's working right, next Tuesday will be Fat Tuesday. So we'll come over here and eat for that and get kicked off the Fat Tuesdays, or Lent. As you get older, have you noticed it's harder to find something to give up? I have noticed it's harder to find something to give up as I get older going into Lent. I mean, really, what's there left? I don't eat tons of sweets. I don't drink Coke or, like soda or Coke, whatever you want to call it anymore. I don't drink alcohol much anymore. Usually I end up giving up like fried foods, something like that. One year I tried to give up cursing when I got mad and that didn't work. That was like the dismal failure of all time. That didn't work. Yeah, that year I felt like a total bad failure. Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad Lenten choice. Bad. So we'll see what I come up with this year. One year I gave up like the plastic bags you get at the grocery store. That was the year I started making sure I carried my bags in with me, because it wasn't done a lot here then. So I made sure I carried my own bags in the store. And I loved that year. That year I felt like I did a lot of good that year. And of course now, they frown on you because they don't want you bringing stuff in the store, and I get it. So, I mean, I'm trying to just rock with it till all the nasty corona is gone. But I did enjoy that year because I did feel like I did something good and I accomplished it, and it got me in a good practice of doing it, and I just kept on doing it. So that year, I really did like that. So if you're giving up anything good for Lent, if you still have anything left, let me know. Because I found now that I'm old, there ain't a lot of stuff left. I mean, I guess I could give up ice cream, but which I should. Holy moly. Anyways, so that was Blessed is the Life, and then these are from a sweet watcher, and I won't say your name because I don't remember if you told me to or not. But these is a Lizzie Kate Luck with an adorable little leprechaun on there. He is so, so cute. So, so cute. And then a Bent Creek little leprechaun guy. And he's called Luck, and this guy's called Happy St. Patrick's Day by Bent Creek with his little bucket of gold there. Which, boy, I did need to go have my fingernails done. Heavenly days. They are looking bad. Bad. And then this one is a Homespun Elegance, and it's Luck Be With You. And it is so pretty with these shamrocks on it. Did y'all used to look for 4-leaf clovers when you were a kid, like for hours? Like I can remember doing that for like forever, like looking for such a long time trying to find a 4-leaf clover. I never did find one. I never did find one at all. And thinking if you could find the end of the rainbow. I remember my cousins and I just trekking around in the pasture, through the woods and pasture forever, thinking, you know, we was going to get to the end of the rainbow and find a pot of gold there. And what we were going to do with the pot of gold, I don't know. I don't guess anybody ever thought that far in advance. Like, what you going to do with that pot of gold when you get it? What you going to do with that? But none of us ever kind of got that far. We never planned that far ahead. And this one I have in my little spring thing because she is so, so cute. She's so cute. Bovenia. She is a Plum Street. And she is as cute as she could be. Tons of people have stitched her. I know Priscilla stitched her. Lots of people have stitched her. She's just so, so cute. So, so cute. With all those little crows sitting on top of those flowers. She is adorable. She's stitched on 36 count, but she's 86 by 61, so there's not much to her. She's not bad, and these guys are tiny, these two. These two here are real small. They're 50 by 50 and 43 by 58. So these two are real little. They would be real fast stitches. And this one I don't think is too bad. I know it says right here in front of my face. 99 by 34. This one is 99 by 34. And it says it's stitched on 32 count parchment. I think these are just on some kind of 32 count or something. Yeah, these are on 32 count like mocha, I think. 32 count natural and light mocha. So these are on 32s, and then this one is on a 36. I have not tried my red 36 yet. I haven't felt that brave. I really want to, but I have not. I know some of y'all stitch on that, and some of y'all stitch on even like so tinier, which is killing me. I can't even imagine. I mean, literally, some of y'all stitch on that 50 and 46 and 50, and I'm like, geez Louise. I just don't know if I can see it. Because I wear my glasses, but I don't use a magnifier. I don't know, I know some of y'all have like a really good setup, but I can't ever get things situated. I'm real wiggly, and I can't ever get things like situated like really good. So I just use my glasses, my readers, you know, my cheaters. So I know some of y'all use your, like you have your chair set up and all this and everything real situated. And I think if you do and you had a magnifier that way and you were like a person who was like still, you could probably look through your magnifier and like stitch like that. I just haven't committed to getting one and seeing if I can do it. I've tried the ones around your neck and I can't make it work because I keep moving and it keeps moving and you get feeling kind of sick or something. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're so small. Maybe you need a big one. I don't know. We've talked about the magnifiers a million times, and I can't decide if I want to jump on the magnifier bus or not. It's just a big commitment because it's expensive. But not only is it expensive, it's like a big thing, and I don't like buying things I'm not going to use it. So I don't want to get it if I'm not going to use it. Because that just seems like really wasteful. And I don't like being wasteful. And I don't like just buying things to buy things. Which probably makes me even weirder than I thought, right? But I don't. It just seems like even more wasteful, right? Just to buy things that then you have to end up clearing out. I don't know. So I haven't decided, but I haven't yet decided. If you could stitch on something smaller than that using glasses, like stronger glasses, if I got stronger glasses, if I could stitch on something smaller with the stronger, like cheaters, that might work. And I know Nell and I were talking one day, and she said, well, you know, you can get them like up to 7s or something, I think. And I was like, well, that might work. That might work. I didn't realize you could get them that strong. I think the strongest ones I've ever seen are like 3.5 or something in the store. So you probably have to order them somewhere, but it's something to think about. And March Madness is coming up. So any of y'all thinking about any March Madnesses? I think we talked about it a little earlier in the week. I'm thinking I may, I have 2 things that I wanted to get, 2 or 3 things I wanted to get stitched in the fall that I got. I have everything for, and I didn't get it done. So I may pull those out and get them started. And then and then just work on them just a little bit. But then that way I'll know. One of them I'm waiting on. I had a hard time getting all the stuff to go with it, but then I'm still not sure that it's the fabric I want to use. So I may just especially start that one to be sure that that fabric is going to work for me for it. And then I may just start a couple of spring pieces. So I may either just do those 3 and one more spring thing, like maybe just do 4 starts, or I don't know, maybe just 4 spring things. I don't know. So anyway, I know, are any of y'all gonna do like Mania and do like 1 a day? And if so, will y'all do Mania 2? Then you're gonna have like 60. That's a lot. I mean, 60 is a lot. I mean, I think I finished, what did I say, finally 53? I had 53 finishes last year. But that's like a whole year's worth of starts in a 2-month time frame, which I guess is fine if you're not going to start anything else for this year. But I mean, it doesn't matter if you want. Some people just like to start things, and that's fine. If you just love starting things and kitting things up and gathering the stuff, some people are gatherers and they like to do that. They like the gathering part and getting all the stuff together and deciding on the fabric and all this. That's my least favorite part. That is my least favorite part of all, doing that. So I'm not good at the at Mania and March Madness, those kind of things, because I don't like the gathering part of it. I don't like the getting the stuff together to do it. That's the part I don't like one bit. So for me, that I would never, I don't think, well, of course, never. The thought of trying to do 30 starts for me, like, is like crazy overwhelming. Like crazy overwhelming. Like, holy smokes. I cannot even think of it. At all. At all. That is too much. That is too much for me. The thought of all that many things sitting there, it would make me like, it'd make me real nervous. It'd make me real nervous to have all that there. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is between having the pattern and having it all ready to go. I don't know why in my brain one is different than the other, but in my brain there's some sort of a disconnect in between the one and the two. And like if I get which y'all gonna really laugh about this, if I get the fabric and everything together, it's like I promised it that I'd make it. So then then it's like, oh, you really need to do it because you told it you would. Now you got all that stuff together. It's sitting here waiting for you to get going, and what, you just gonna throw it in the wood pile? So I think that's kind of what does it for me. That's why I do have a hard time, and which I wish I didn't. I don't start a lot of things, so I guess that's probably why. I don't start things unless I'm really pretty sure I want to do it and finish it and keep going, because if you don't want to stitch it, you should stop, in my mind. You shouldn't make yourself finish it if you don't like it. This isn't a chore. This isn't a class assignment. You're not getting graded on this. This is a hobby. You do it for fun. So I don't know why, but I feel like I promised the piece that I'm going to make it if I start it. Like they're somehow sentient or something, and when I finally put that first stitch in there, they go, woohoo, I'm a real boy. Yeah, that was a No-Kano reference, so yes. As CJ always called him No-Kano. He loved to watch No-Kano when he was little, and Micah hated it. Micah hated it, and of course she said that's how come her brother, that's how come my brother acted so naughty when he was a kid, because he loved to watch them naughty kids on that movie all the time. Maybe that's it. That's it. I don't know, but he did love to watch that when he was little. But that's how I feel when I start a piece, like they just like they're super happy now, because now they're going to get to be a real something. They're going to get to make it somehow. And then when they get finished, like somehow they've arrived, you know, and it's like, that's ridiculous, but that's kind of how I feel about it, even though that is like the dumbest thing in the world to say, but that's how, I don't know. So I think that's what makes me nervous about having so many of them, like just a little bit started. It's like, I feel like they'd be kind of sad. They're just like kind of sad sitting there. So that's like the dumbest thing in the world. And I don't expect anybody else to feel that way, and he shouldn't. But that's where my brain goes with that. And that's, I think, why I don't do a lot of starts and don't kit up lots of things and do Mania and do March Madness and that kind of stuff so much, because I don't like to have them started and then just waiting and not getting like any stitches on them. It makes me feel kind of sad for them, like they got forgot or something, which, why? I don't know. So silly. So silly. But, oh, Hippity Hop was the other one I was going to show. Country Cottage Needleworks Bunny Hop. And I know that one of y'all messaged me that your kitty cat sat down on top of it and poked a hole in it. And I can't imagine. It is so cute. It's Bunny Hop by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's so cute, but I would be so sad if I'd been working on it and it got a hole poked in it. That would make me crazy sad, y'all. Woo, Lord. Lord have mercy. I did used to have a little bunny as a pet. He was real cute, and he would, when I had him in the house, he would use his litter box. He was so cute. He was a lot of fun. I had all kind of pets. I was always dragging home something or the other all the time. That was always one of my fun things. I love dragging home everything in the world. You never knew what was going to come home with me, but, and right now for the first time in our lives, we're sitting here petless, because I really thought after we moved that we would start traveling a lot. And then the pandemic came, and now we're sit here. So, who knows? But anyway, I will see y'all in the morning for a regular floss tube, because I think tomorrow's Friday, yes. Regular floss tube in the morning. It'll count as a double down for floss tube and Vlogentines. So it'll be both. I may have to try to run James Williams to town or something, get him out of here so I can, or send him to the bedroom again for a long time tomorrow. So I can get it filmed, so, because he makes, y'all can probably still hear his TV going even through the door shut and everything in the bedroom, because he listens to his TV loud. But I will see y'all in the morning, and I have I got a lot of stitching in this week with the weather being not so good, and so we've been shut in, and so I have several whips and some finishes and all kind of fun stuff. So I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all take care and have a good evening. Bye.